Here's how you can use On2Air Backups to restore data from your Airtable base back into your current Airtable base. So this is the On2Air Backups dashboard, and we've already created this backup. So to use the restore option to restore your data, you already have to have a backup using On2Air Backups. We automatically back up your data into Google Drive, Dropbox, or Box automatically. So in this backup, we have 3 bases: the Dream Home Finder, Real Estate Tracker, and Real Estate Transaction and Listings Management. These are all data that is currently in our Google Drive. So that includes the attachments, and it includes the CSV files with the data from the base. Now we want to restore one of these bases. With On2Air Backups, you can restore a single base or all of them, but I'm going to show you how to do this. So in the menu here on the side, you're going to choose Backup Restores. You'll click New Restore, and then we're going to select the backup project. Now this one was named Retail. Each backup project could have one Airtable base or multiple, but we're going to just choose the backup project. So this one, is the Real Estate 1 backup project. Now we're going to choose the base from that project. So on this one, we're going to choose the Real Estate Tracker. You can restore multiple bases from a backup project, but you can only do one at a time. So you can see here that we can only choose one base to do the restore. Now we're going to select the history. Now, depending on how many times your backup has processed, you'll see multiple versions, and this has gone into effect since May of 2024 when we pushed the new history versions, and you should be able to see those versions of your backup. So you'll be able to choose which one you need. So here we're just going to choose this version. And then you can choose what tables you want to restore. So you could restore all of them, or you can choose a specific one. In this example, we're going to go ahead and restore all of them. Now we're going to choose Next. Now you can choose what Airtable connection you're going to restore this to. So this is actually the same connection where our base is stored, but if you want to restore the data to a different workspace or a different Airtable connection, you can do that as well. By default, it's going to bring in the current connection. Now you can restore it into a new base, or you can use the existing base. So in this example, we will actually select the existing base. I don't want to create a new base. So we're going to select the destination, and we're going to choose Real Estate Tracker and choose Next. Now we can see all the details of what this restore will look like. This is the source base. This is the one that we are wanting to restore, and this is where the data is going to be restored to in this destination. So this will restore it back into that current base, and it will restore the attachments as a link to the file in your drive. It won't automatically restore the attachments themselves, so that is something to keep in mind. Now we know that everything is correct, so let's begin the import. Now you can watch the status of your restores. So if you need to, you can click refresh and continue to watch it as it changes. Now that the restore process has run, we can see the status of the entire restore has been completed, and you can also see each table that has been completed. We also include a link to the source table, so the original table that you wanted to restore, and then a link to the restored table where the new data is stored. So let's click on this properties table. And this is the restored table. So you can see here it restored it into a new table in the same base where it was. We now have all the data and records, and then also there's the original record ID that we restored. The attachments as well, there is a link to the attachment inside of your storage drive. Now also in these restores we include the metadata, so you'll have this new table here called Meta Restore, and we include the name of the fields and then also the link to the table where it was, and then the field type. We also include information, so if there was an issue when we restored it or something needs to be addressed, we'll actually add it in this specific field. You can see here no actions are needed on any of these, but if there is an action that's needed, you'll see a checkbox here where it needs an update. So you'll need to review that field or table to see what the issue is. That's how you restore the Airtable data into the same Airtable base where you started.